What's up, guys? It's Tyler Pancakes. Today we're going to do a little bit of Hey Joe by Jimi Hendrix. Alright, let's get right into it. Alright, y'all, so the first thing we're going to do is tune to 432 hertz. Let's start with our high E. B. G. D. A. E. And I like playing songs, especially Hendrix songs, in 432 hertz. I think it's a lot more smooth, better tone. Alright, so the intro. Alright, so we're going to start off on the 3rd fret of the B string with our middle finger. 3rd fret of the B string, middle finger. Then we're going to open E here, open high E. We're going to slide from that 3 to the 5, playing the B and the open E at the same time, and slide back up to 3. It's all with your middle finger. It's the only finger you're using. Then we're going to go up to the G string on the 2nd fret with our middle finger again. And we're going to bend up. We're going to bend up, release it down, and then play it open. So what I'm doing after I bend it up, bend it down, release, I'm going to play an E chord and hammer that on there. I'm going to hammer the whole chord on. Let's try that again. So 3rd fret, middle finger. Slide to the 5, open E, back to 3, G, 2nd fret, middle finger, bend that up, down, release, hammer, and E chord. So that part, we're going to have our middle finger and ring finger on the 4th fret of the A and D string. We're going to slide it to 5, playing both at the same time. Slide to 5, and then play that 5 again. Back to 4, back to your E chord. Right here, we're going to go down to your D string and your G string. 7th fret, we're going to bar it with our pointer finger. 7th fret on the D and G. So we're going to play those at the same time, while hammering on with your ring finger onto the 9th fret of that D string. And still your pointer finger's on that G string. So after that hammer on, you're playing that G string by itself on the 7th fret with your pointer finger. And that last little is the 7th fret of the D and G. So that last part again, we're going to go to the 4s on your A and D, pointer or middle and ring finger, sorry, and slide it to the 5th fret. Back to 4, E chord, 7. So 7, 9 hammer on. So all together, intro here. All right, one more time. I'm gonna do it real slow. One more time. Alright, so then he starts in on his verse, and it's the circle of fifths. It's perfect music theory. So I like to start with a C bar chord, which is going to be your pointer finger, 3rd fret of the A string, your pinky holding down the 5th frets of the excuse me, D, G, and B, and E strings. And I put emphasis on that A string on the 3rd there. So we're gonna play that C. You go right into a G bar. You want your thumb on that 3rd fret there. We're gonna play a G chord like Hendrix played. Have your thumb on the 3rd fret, and we're not gonna play 3rd fret of the E string. We're not gonna play the A string. Then you're gonna have your ring finger. We all got the coughs here, man. You have your ring finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and then your middle finger on the 4th fret of the G string, and then your pointer finger on the 3rd fret of that B string. That's it. That's a Jimi G for you. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hammer on that B string with my pinky on the 5th fret, still holding on to my pointer finger there. So back to the C. Okay, C, G. Now I'm gonna take my ring finger on the 5th fret of the E string here. I'm gonna slide from 5 to 7. Then I'm gonna play a D chord, D bar here, with my pointer on the 5th string of the A, kind of like the C, but I'm sliding down a whole step. So pointer finger on that A, and pinky holding down the 7th string, so same as the C. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing here. Instead of playing a G, I'm playing a Jimi A. So after I play that A, I do that hammer on with my pinky. I'm gonna slide again with my ring finger on that 7th fret, the E string. Slide it to the 9th fret, and then open E. We're gonna play an E bar down here. Open E string up here, and then my pointer finger's on the 7th fret of the A. Then I got my ring and pinky on the 9th fret of the D and G. So all together, C. Alright, so that little shindig he's doing right there. After that E. So you're gonna hammer on pointer finger on this E string on the 5th fret to the 7th fret. And then it's a little fast. Make sure you're alternate picking too through this song. So once you hammer onto that 7, I'm gonna play it 2 more times on the 7, my ring finger. Then I'm gonna play the 5th fret of this D string here with my pointer finger. And then with my ring finger, I'm gonna go to the 7th fret of the A string. Then back to the E bar. So that little shindig there, we've already done that in the intro. We're gonna bar down with our pointer finger that 7th fret of the D and G. And we're gonna hammer on to the 9th fret of that D string, and still holding down the 7th fret with our pointer finger down here, barring the D and G. So hammer onto that 7th fret, and then we're gonna play, hammer onto the 9th fret, and we're gonna play 7th fret of that G string. So all together here, real slow. Man. So for the rest of the song, he's just gonna play that verse over and over, but adding a few more cool little licks. And I'm gonna show you some here. So back to our C. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna start off playing our C bar here. to our G, hammer on. So we're going to hammer on with our pinky here on the G. Slide to that 7 with your ring finger, like we did before. And then this time, when we go to this D here, excuse me. We're gonna slide on the 7th fret here on the A string, a full step to that 9, and we're gonna bar down those 2 7s on the D and G. We're gonna play them at the same time, hammer on, and pull off on the D string, on the 9th fret. So after we do that little shindig on that D chord, we're gonna play that A, that Jimi A, and we're not gonna hammer on with our pinky. What we're gonna do is play that A, and then we're gonna slide with our middle finger on the 7th fret of that G, and we're not gonna play the B string. You want to mute it with your middle finger, and then with our our ring finger, we're gonna play the 7th fret of the E. We're gonna slide down a full step to the 9th fret. Back to our E. So let's do that all together. Alright, so then after we go back to our E thereafter, that's one lick that he does. So we're going to use our ring finger here on the 5th fret. We're going to pull off to our pointer finger on the 3rd fret on that high E, and then we're going to pull off. We're going to do that 2 times, and we're going to do the same exact thing on the B string, and then back to our E. So all together. After that E, I got my middle finger on the 2nd fret of that G string. I'm going to slide down a whole step to the 4th fret. Immediately after, I'm going to put my pointer finger on the 3rd fret of the high E. And I'm going to slide that 4th fret on the G string all the way down to 7, and then I'm going to play the 7th fret with my ring finger there on the E string. This little groove, make sure you're muting that B string with your middle finger there, something like muted. And you can also play it with like standard chords. You got your C, your G, then your D, and your A. C, G, D, A. So what I like to do on the A, I'm barring down on my A here. I got my open A, then second fret, barring down with my pointer finger on the second fret of the G, D, and B. And with my middle finger, after that open A, I'm gonna play that third fret of the A with my middle finger, and then the fourth fret of the A with my ring finger. So all together, open, third, fourth, then the E. Yep, E. That little lick there, after you go through your all your chords. So I'm gonna play this cool little chord here. So I got my pointer finger on this 7th fret on the E string. And then I'm barring down. I'm barring down all the strings actually with my pointer finger on that 7th fret. And with my ring finger, I'm playing the 9th fret of the D string. And my pinky finger, I'm playing the 10th fret of the B string. And then I slide down that pinky finger to the 9th fret. Then I lift it off after jamming a little bit. Then back to your E. So all together. E. We can go back to our little original lick there. That's another cool lick here. With our pointer finger, we're gonna hold down the 12th fret of the B and E strings. Then we're gonna hammer on to the 14th fret of that B string, barring down that 12th fret of the E. So it's a little jam there. And then I'm gonna play my pointer finger on the 11th fret of the G string, and my middle finger on the 12th fret of the B. At the same time, I'm gonna hammer on with my ring finger on the G string, 13th fret. Then I'm gonna lift off. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in for this Hey Joe Jimi Hendrix lesson. Like and subscribe below, leave a comment, and let me know if you want me to add some tabs onto my videos. I'm brand new to this, so I can figure that out for you. Thank you. Bye.